This is Sean O'Malley, and you're watching Full-Time MMA. Don't be a bagel-biting, bagel-bitch boy, bagel-bitch back.
Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, because you know what time it is. It's full time
MMA.
It is on, full-time family. Cris Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes is set for UFC 232. It is official. This is a champion versus champion super fight, as the bantamweight champion Amanda Nunes is going to be stepping up to featherweight to try and become the first female champ and take Cris Cyborg's belt. But I got news for you, family. I think Amanda Nunes, the lioness, might just be getting her lion tail kicked in this fight, because Cris Cyborg is the baddest woman on the planet, and she has beat every bantamweight in the past that has stepped up to featherweight and thought that they could handle Cris Cyborg. It's never worked out. Cris Cyborg is undefeated in the UFC, and she hasn't been fucking around. We saw most recently she defeated Holly Holm in a 5-round unanimous decision, but really there's been nobody close to beating Cris Cyborg in the UFC. Now, with that being said, Amanda Nunes is the queen of the bantamweights. She's the bantamweight champion. So if any bantamweight on the planet could beat Cris Cyborg, you would think it might be Amanda Nunes. That's why I'm not actually going to count Amanda Nunes all the way out of this fight, because not only is she the queen of the bantamweights, but also she's taking time off to go up to featherweight, not only to help build the fight, but to put on a little more muscle so she can become a more natural featherweight. Now, I don't think she's gonna plan on staying at featherweight permanently, clearly, but still, she wants some time off to put on some size to go up to featherweight, just to give her that much more of a chance. But honestly, I don't know what it's going to take for Amanda Nunes, but right now, like I said, Cris Cyborg's the baddest woman on the planet, pound for pound, #1. I mean, it's between her and Valentina Shevchenko, who's going to be fighting at UFC 228, but either way, UFC 232, I don't know if this is the official main event, but it is a champion versus champion super fight, and it's also the first fight announced for UFC 232, so it could very well be the main event, but it's the end of the year card. Cris Cyborg shared this on Twitter. She said, "You called me out, you picked the date, see you December 29th. And when she says you picked the date, you guys might recall, like I said, Valentina Shevchenko's fighting at UFC 228 against Nico Montano. Well, Cris Cyborg was like, yo, I'm ready to fight. I don't get paid to sit, I get paid to fight. Let's do it at UFC 228. I'm healthy, you're healthy, let's go." Amanda Nunes was like, nah, dog. How about UFC 232? I signed the contract for 232, though. And now also, Amanda Nunes recently just got engaged with her girl, so maybe that had something to do with the decision as well, but they weren't. That could have been a secret, so of course they wouldn't bring it up. Like, nah, man, we were planning a fucking marriage. I don't know. Either way, she wanted time to build the fight. She wanted time to put on more size, and she got it. She got to pick the date, so it's happening at the end of the year. Amanda Nunes better be ready, but you ain't got to be scared to get your ass whooped. So with that being said, it is what it is. Cris Cyborg versus Amanda Nunes is set for UFC 232. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments, and make sure you tune in to the live show tomorrow morning, because we will definitely be talking more about this. I'm out. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time I upload a new video, or some of the time that I upload a new video, because YouTube's notification bell is a player hater. But this is one of the hardest working independent MMA channels on YouTube. We provide daily updates, full fight card breakdowns and predictions. We make MMA fighter freestyles, and we've already interviewed pro fighters Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Felony Charles Bennett, and Bruce Luchmedio in just a little over a year as an MMA channel. We're one of the fastest growing MMA channels on YouTube. So with that being said, if you're interested in more videos like this, check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo over at patreon.com. One of the things you can see while you're over there are some of the goals of the channel, and also more free videos like this, betting advice, and more. We just launched the Full-Time MMA store over on teespring.com, and we've got some limited edition gear in order to celebrate that. We've got some Day One Foot the Other Side shirts that are only available for a limited time. Also, you got leggings, phone cases, Don't Be a Bagel Biter, coffee mugs, and more. With that being said, you can check the links out in the description if you want to check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo or the Full-Time MMA store on Teespring. I apologize about the long outro, but a closed mouth don't get fed, so respect. Let the Full-Time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOG.